when the metro was launched, Business Week had termed it as a miracle of sorts that you had finished, the construction of the metro well in time. What is that one singular factor that you would say made this happen?
Well, in a project like that, you can't say one single thing has contributed to the whole thing. If you ask me, what is the secret of my success, I can tell you in one word.
Please.
That is integrity. Okay. Integrity is the secret. But to make the first phase of the metro completed in time or before time, a variety of factors are contributed to it. Basically, I would say the real good team I had, very competent, professionally very competent team, which was behind me. That was the main thing. I don't want to mention that I've been under severe pressure when I was managing director of Delhi Metro to raise the fares from government office people. Why are you keeping the fares so low? Why don't you raise the fares? But we did not do it. We said it should be affordable to ordinary citizens. The travel should be easy and affordable to everyone. I think, and still you can make profit, that is what you are seeing. When we started Delhi Metro, we were not expecting 22 lakh people at this stage of the project life. We were expecting much more. And we were expecting much less. But how the traffic has built up only because the type of service that has been provided. In business, ladies and gentlemen, everything depends upon the type of service that you render to society ultimately. Don't look at it only from your personal point of view, how much profit I'm going to get, what will be my balance sheet. Balance sheet has no relevance, really speaking, this can be easily manipulated. But what are you delivering to the public at large? In your narrow field of business activity, still you find that a lot of things, the society comes into the picture so much. It has got an impact on the society, whatever you do.
Punctuality. What is punctuality? Punctuality is nothing but a courtesy that we have to show to others. It is nothing but respecting and valuing the time of others. For example, supposing these holiday celebrations which are starting at 10 o'clock, we started only 10 minutes late and more than 2,000 people are present here. How many man hours would have lost even by the 10 minutes delay? I think this virtue of punctuality is most important, particularly for the engineers. And in a project of this type, Congan Railway and Delhi Metro, punctuality was very important because we had to complete the project on time. And if we had to complete the project on time, everybody has to be punctual. We had what is known as reverse clocks set up at all important work sites and in all offices. These clocks will show the number of days left for completing the project or a particular segment of the project. And this is a reverse clock. Automatically, next day, the clock will show 1 day less. And similar clocks are today available in the Kochi Metro. You can see if you come to Kochi Metro office, you find similar reverse clocks put up in all the offices and work sites. This used to drive everybody concerned with the project, saying that not even a day can be lost. In a project of this type, time is money. It's very important. Even 1 day is so expensive to the whole country. For example, in Delhi Metro, we made a calculation that if the Delhi Metro phase 1 is delayed by even 1 day, it would cost nearly 2.5 crores to Delhi Metro Rail Corporation. 1 day's delay. Kochi Metro, which I am handling today, if it is delayed by 1 day, it would cost 40 lakhs of rupees to the Kochi Metro Rail Corporation. In projects, time is money.
there is one sloga in Gita which is very, very appropriate and necessary for every doer, everybody. Mukta Sango Anahamvadi Dhrityutsaha Samanvitaha Siddhi Asadhyo Nirvikara Sakarta Satvika Uchyade.
So if this was translated from Sanskrit to English, what would it say?
It only means whenever you do a work, you should not be bothered about the fruits of that work. I mean, you should not expect any gain out of the work for yourself. Then you should do it in such a way with full dedication and full enthusiasm. And you should not be dismayed by the good results or the bad results. A man who views his work in that fashion is a virtuous doer. It means that.
And that's what you embodied for yourself as well.
That is what I practice.
So knowledge is very, very important. Our scriptures say, Jnanameva Balam. Knowledge is supreme strength. It also says, Jnanena Sadrisham, Pavitram Yana Vidyade. Our scripture says that Jnanena Sadrisham, Pavitram Yana Vidyade, which means there is nothing more sacred in this world than knowledge. Even today, whenever I go out, whenever I get an opportunity, I try to learn things, try to observe things, try to get the latest trends in my own subject, metro. Now, from civil engineering, I come into urban transport. So all the new developments in urban transport, try to keep pace with that. This has got to be a part of your lifestyle hereafter.
Here is one example I would like to place before the businessmen present here. How is that we have been able to achieve it? It is only because of a unique work culture of the organization, Delhi Metro, and more than that, the values and ethics that we follow in business. And the organization, the way the organization has been built up, and the ethics and values that we practice day in, day out in the organization, that is how it has been able to achieve so much of result. I think in business, if the business has to be sustainable, it must be firmly founded on ethics and values. I've been discussing with the principal, Dr. Joe Injati, and I was telling him that if you are teaching business in this business school, that alone is not enough. You have to teach the students ethics and values, what they should always preserve, and they should be very proud of. They should be passionate about this, not merely proud of. They should be passionate about what is required to get in the business that they will ultimately enter upon. It's not merely the profit that matters. If you only work for profit, you will have to sacrifice values. As I told you, any business has got a social impact. There is a social dimension. It affects the society at large. And if you are wanting the business to be really sustainable, really successful, you must care for the society's needs, what the society wants. And that can be achieved only if you have the values and ethics embedded in your business practices.
There was a vigilance controversy that I was reading about where, you know, some junior of yours was implicated, where you got caught in the whole thing. How did you just manage to have such a spotless reputation even when stuff was happening around you?
There was a vigilance inquiry going on against a junior officer.
Okay.
Then I stepped in and said that you should not inquire against him because whatever he has done it on my instructions.
Oh, it's like that?
Yes.
Oh.
So if you want to inquire, take up vigilance case, take it against me, not against my subordinate. That is the stand I took. And they were very happy, yes. They said, yes, we'll take up the case against you, and took up the case. Ultimately, it went to the railway ministry and the member in the railway board. He went through the whole case and he said that what he has done, what I have done, is what he expects from every young engineer in the country, in the railways. And instead of punishing me, he sent me a commendation letter for the decision I had taken and support the way I supported my subordinate.
That's amazing. I could make a film out of your life, honestly.
No, these are simple, small things, but it keeps the morale of your staff when you are prepared to take the responsibility and not trying to pass on the blame to him. No, it definitely encourages.
And I'm sure it makes your entire team diehard supporters of whatever you do.
Yes,
And
in a way, definitely in a way, yes.